Hi girls. This story is called Book of Names by Julia Donaldson. And it looks like there's lots of books with little boys and girls. I bet they've all got different names. Wow, look at all those names. I bet there isn't a rallier in there. Do you need to find a name to give a girl or boy, or a puppy or a kitten, or a teddy or a toy? Well, I've been signing children's books for years and years and years, and I've kept a list of names which might give you some ideas. I've signed for Pearl and Ruby, for Sapphire and for Jade, for Maxie and for Minnie, for Missy and for Maid. I've signed for Cat, I've signed for Matt, I've signed for Buzz and Belle, for Bibby and for Cece, for J and K and L. I've signed for boys called Romeo and girls called Juliet. I've signed for Roman, Saxon, Dane, though not for Norman yet. I've signed for rain and breeze and storm, for rainbow and for sunny, for Kitty and for Scotty, for Chicky and for Bunny. Imagine being called Chicky. That's funny. I've signed for Bear and Badger, for Robin and for Wren, for Zachary, for Zebedee, for Zinzan and for Zen. Gosh, there's some funny names. Imagine being called Badger. I've signed for Rosie and Poppy, for Daisy and for Lily, for Kale and Avocado and Pepper and for Chili. Who calls their child avocado? I've signed for Ben and Nevis. I've signed for Star and Sky. I've signed for April and May and June, but never July. I've signed for Maggie Christmas. I've signed for Valentine, for Holly and for Ivy, and Bramble and for Vine. I've signed for Fern and Forest, for Misty, Dawn and Dew. I've never signed for Kanga, but at once I signed for Rue. I've signed for Peach and Clementine, for Apple and for Cherry, for Natty and Tatty, for Bonnie, Blythe and Merry. For Nixie and for Pixie, for Fairy and for Fluff, for Dolly and for Teddy, for Billy and for Gruff. I've signed for Lake and Ocean, for Sandy and for Shelley, for Honey and Vanilla, and even once for Jelly. A child called Jelly? I've signed for Scarlet, Grey and Brown, and Violet and Blue. And if we ever get to meet, I'll sign a book for you. There she is. I hope you found some names you didn't know about before, and if you turn the page, you're going to find a whole lot more. Oh, there's all these names on here. Let's go to the Rus. Let's see if there's any Rus. Here's the Rus. Oh, no, it's not in there. Riker, that's nearly it. Rajan, Ralphie, no Ralia. Is there any Roslyn? There's kind of a Roslyn. There. R-O-S-A-L-Y-N. That's kind of nearly like we spell it. And there's a Roslyn, but not the way that we spell it. The end.